I woke up to screaming. At first, I thought it was part of a dream, the kind that fades if you just keep your eyes closed long enough. But then something slammed against the apartment door hard enough to rattle the hinges, and my eyes snapped wide open. "Mom?" It was Lily. Her voice was small and shaking. "I'm here," I said, forcing calm into my tone as I pushed myself out of bed. My heart was already racing like it knew something I didn't. Another slam, louder this time. Then a voice, hoarse, broken, wrong. I froze. That wasn't our neighbor. I rushed into the living room. The TV was still on from last night, but now it was blaring emergency alerts. Words like outbreak, violent attacks, do not engage, flashed across the screen. I glanced through the window and I saw it. Chicago, our city, was on fire. "Mom, what's happening?" my son Marcus asked, clutching his blanket like it could protect him from the horror. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Instead, I grabbed my phone. No signal. Of course. Another slam. The door frame cracked this time. "Okay," I whispered, mostly to myself. "Okay, we're leaving." "Leaving where?" Lily asked. Hurriedly, I grabbed the kids and ran to the window. As soon as we opened it, we were hit with the gravity of our situation. Smoke curled into the sky. Sirens screamed in every direction. People were running, some chasing, some being chased. And then I saw it. A ray of hope. Down the street, beyond the chaos, the river. At that moment, it seemed like our best bet and our only way out. My late husband owned a small tour boat that was parked at the dock. Before I could finish my thought, bang! Another slam into the door. This time the latches broke off. Someone or something was now in our home. As if out of instinct, I quickly shoved the kids back into the bedroom closet. "Don't come out unless I tell you to," I whispered sternly, hoping this isn't the last time I ever see their sweet faces again. I could hear that thing thrashing around the house like a wild animal, searching for us. But I was never one to back down from a fight. My husband was a huge hockey fan, so he always had a hockey stick mounted on the wall beside the bedroom door, signed by the great Wayne Gretzky. Though it was his prized possession, he always says, "If push comes to shove, it's just a piece of stick to hit you over the head." I always laughed, saying he was crazy, but deep down, I knew he was preparing me for the worst. And now the worst is here. I heard the beast's loud footsteps bumbling down the hall towards the bedroom, as if it knew where we were. I grabbed the hockey stick off the wall and hid behind the door. It stumbled into the bedroom, and I was shocked to see who it was, or rather, stunned to see how he was. It was my neighbor and good friend, Mr. Wilson, or what was left of him. He was covered in blood from head to toe. His right arm was mangled as if it were chewed down to the bone. And his eyes were wild and almost colorless. It's like he crawled straight out of a horror movie and into my house. I was paralyzed with fear. He hadn't noticed me yet. He just kept thrashing around and bumping into the furniture. He was a wild animal. Then he turned around, and I met his gaze. He was terrifying to look at. Without a moment's hesitation, he ran at me. I screamed and swung the stick as hard as I could and struck him in the face. He fell to the ground, then immediately got back up as if unfazed, jaw now hanging loose, covering his shirt in even more blood. He dashed again at me, knocking me to the floor. I lost my grip on the hockey stick, and he didn't give me any time to get it back. He lunged at me on the floor, then I kicked him to the side with all my strength. It was a fight to the death. He recovered instantly and lunged at me again before I could fully get back up. All I could do was hold him off as he tried desperately to bite into my arm. But with a broken jaw, there wasn't much he could do. As relieved as I was, my arms were beginning to lose strength, while he only seemed to be getting more aggressive, thrashing around and leaking blood all over my clothes. I could feel the walls closing in on me. I could feel death seeping into my soul. I was losing this fight. He forced his mouth closer and closer to my neck. He was so strong, I couldn't stop him. Then I heard a loud thud and felt a lukewarm liquid splash across my face. Mr. Wilson suddenly went limp, and with all the strength I had left, I pushed him off of me and got up, only to see my son standing over Mr. Wilson with a bloody hockey stick in his hands, shaking, but held firm. I took the stick from him and gave Mr. Wilson one more over the head for good measure. Then I grabbed the boat keys and a kitchen knife as we made our way out the door. The hallway outside our apartment smelled like metal and something rotten. I held Marcus's hand with one hand, the kitchen knife in the other, while Lily stayed close behind me. "Stay quiet," I whispered. We made it to the stairwell. That's when we heard it. A wet, chewing sound. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. Mrs. Alvarez from 3B was crouched over someone. Her face? It wasn't her face anymore. Blood covered her mouth. Her eyes were cloudy, empty. She turned toward us, and like a rabid dog, she charged towards us. I shoved the kids back, and in one instinctive move, I grabbed her and threw her down the stairs. I could hear every bone snapping as she tumbled violently. It didn't kill her, but it rendered her immobile enough for us to run past her. We didn't stop running. By the time we hit the street, everything had fallen apart. Cars crashed into each other. People screamed. And those things, those people, were everywhere. I practically dragged the kids toward the river, weaving through the chaos, trying desperately not to be seen nor heard as much as possible. At one point, Marcus tripped, and I had to yank him up just as a man lunged for him, teeth snapping inches from his leg. "Keep moving!" I yelled. Some people were trying to fight back, but their efforts, though valiant, were in vain. A young man tried defending us from our pursuer. He served as a good distraction for the rest of the horde to ignore us. A while after, we finally reached a small marina. Boats rocked gently against the docks, abandoned. Hope, at last. "Get in," I said, pulling them toward my husband's boat. But hope doesn't last long. Not here. Not that day. It happened so fast. Lily was climbing into the boat when something grabbed her ankle from underneath the dock. She screamed. I dropped everything and lunged, grabbing her arms, pulling with everything I had. For a second, I thought I could save her. Then I saw the hand gripping her. Gray skin, blood-streaked fingernails. Teeth sank into her leg. "No!" I screamed, kicking at the thing until it let go. I pulled her into the boat, then, and as quickly as I could, spread off into the water. My heart was pounding out of my chest, hands shaking. I felt like throwing up. Then I remembered Lily. She was bitten. As she cried, I held her tightly in my arms. "It's okay. It's okay," I kept saying, even though I knew it wasn't. Marcus stared at her leg. "Mom." "I know," I said, my heart sinking into my chest, knowing that there's nothing I can do to help her. We barely made it 10 feet from the dock before Lily started shaking. "Mom, it hurts." "I know, baby, I know." Her grip tightened around my arm, too tight. She started to feel so cold. Then I looked down at her, my sweet, sweet baby. Her eyes, they weren't right. "Lily?" I whispered. With a snarl, she lunged at me. I jerked back just in time, hitting into the steering wheel, causing the boat to swerve. Marcus screamed, "Mom, what's wrong with her?" I couldn't answer, because I already knew. She charged at me again, but Marcus grabbed her from behind, trying to hold her back. "Lily, stop! It's me!" She screamed, then bit down into his arm so deep, ripping the flesh from his bone. She was like a wild animal, just like the others. He cried out in agony, something I'll hear for the rest of my life. I grabbed the knife. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I wanted to help, but I froze in fear of what I would have to do to my sweet baby girl. Marcus just looked at me, confused, scared. His sister just kept biting him until he stopped fighting back. I never felt so hopeless in my life. Then his expression changed. It became the same as hers. "No. No, no, no." "Please," I whispered. "Please don't do this." They both turned toward me. I could see it in their eyes. My kids were gone. The boat drifted in the middle of the river, surrounded by distant sirens and rising smoke. And me, standing there, with a knife, and 2 things wearing my children's faces. It felt like time froze at that moment. I knew what I had to do, but could I actually do it? Marcus came first. I couldn't even watch. I just swung the knife, lodging it in his head, ending it as quickly as I could. Then Lily. She was smaller. That made it worse. She was so small, yet ferocious. I couldn't bring myself to end her life with my own hands. I threw her overboard, taking the coward's way out. I felt so low I could die. I don't remember how long I stayed there afterwards, drifting in the water. The engine idled. The city burned. The world was ending around me. I sat in that boat, covered in blood that wasn't mine, staring at the water like it might swallow everything that I had just done, wondering if I should live or die. Then I remembered my husband and what he told me at my mom's funeral. He said that the dead never truly die, so long as there's someone left living to remember them. He was always such a wise ass, but with wisdom beyond his years. His words always gave me hope in my hopeless situations. Even now, he gives me strength. Though I felt like dying, I got up, wiped my face, and got going. Where? I don't know. But I just knew I had to survive. Not just for my sake, but for the sake of those whose memories still live on inside of me. I had to live. For them.